Greetings. This song that I want to share is an experience of a lady. She apparently was in Italy. Mrs. White was writing to her. She was in Europe. She had contacted Mrs. White over certain experiences that were rough and tough. And Mrs. White prayed over the matter and rested over the matter. But while she was resting or sleeping, she had a vision. She was walking through a garden with this lady. She was called Martha Bordeaux. And whilst they were walking through the garden, they had the gardener, herself, and Martha. Martha was picking the thorns. In a flower garden. There are roses, there are lilies, there are nice flowers of whatever kind you may talk about. But on this occasion, while Mrs. White and the gardener were picking the fair flowers, the roses, the lilies, and the pinks, Martha was behind picking. Among the roses there are thorns. The fair flowers, most of them have thorns. She was picking the thorns. She was wounded by the thorns. So she kept on complaining behind them that, look, I get wounded every other time I pick the flowers. So the moral of the whole vision was Martha was dealing with a lot of difficulties, but she kept on complaining through her experiences. God has given us the courage, and we have promises surrounding us all over there. When we put our faith and trust in Him, He can be able to take care of our cares, our worries, our distress. Whenever we keep on worrying about the things that we have faced through in life, we are telling God that we cannot trust Him enough to be able to deal with the challenges that we are going through as Christians. So the moral to Martha was that stop picking the briars, stop picking the thorns, pick the fair flowers. There were moments in your life when God was on your side. He fought battles for you. Remember, if you make prayers and consistent commitment to God over the things He has done for you in the past and the promises recorded in Scripture, He will be able to multiply even further in life the things that you are looking forward to. God was speaking to Mrs. White during this time. I read in the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 1, there is therefore no condemnation to them that walk not after the flesh but after the Spirit. God has given us freedom, but the devil always wants us to be under the guilt of the things that we have committed. These were the experiences of Martha. You keep on worrying, people are gossiping about me, there are things that I've done that are not representative of a Christian and all that. So speaking of this song, there was so much encouragement. Gather the roses, the lilies, and the pink. Leave alone the briars, leave alone the thorns, because they will wound you, they will tear you down. So gather the roses. Gather the roses, the lilies, the pinks. Think of the joys in your life. The briars will wound you, the thorns only grieve. So gather the roses, the lilies, the pinks. As I was walking the pathway of life, trials were all I could see. The joy and the peace I once knew with alone seemed like a faint memory. gathering up sweet flowers red, but stand by the thorns as I strayed from the path. I heard a voice speak soft and clear. Gather the roses, the lilies, the pinks. Think of the joys in your life. The briars surround you, the thorns only grieve. So gather the roses, the lilies, the pinks. Don't gather the unpleasant times in your past. Don't want them or talk them all through. Remember the blessings God gives you each day. Oh, listen, He's saying to you, God, roses, the lilies, the pinks.